What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Before we get started to today's video, I do just want to say thank you to everybody who watches the video, who comments, who likes. I do read the comments to the videos, and they've been very positive. I appreciate the feedback. And look, if you guys like the content, hit that subscribe button, and that way it keeps you up to date whenever new videos are posted. Now, it is hot, it is beautiful, and summertime is here. And we have finally got some things coming to fruition here on the property that I've talked about many times. And just, we had to figure out scheduling and work around weather and all that kind of stuff. But it is finally time. It is here. We are getting rid of some stumps, baby. Let me show y'all what we got going on. So we've got stumps everywhere around the yard. I mean, y'all seen them in the videos. They're everywhere. You see over there, got one way over there. We got stumps. I mean, they're just littered everywhere. And as you can see, they have been marked. We've got stumps all over the place. You can see they've been marked there. You can see the X's on them. We had a guy come out here and mark all the stumps that we want removed. So the next step in the process is 811's got to come out here just as a procedure, make sure there's no lines in the ground or anything like that we don't know about, which to my knowledge there's not. The power and water I put out here myself, I know where they are. They're not in the way, but who knows, there may be an old power line or something in the ground from somebody before me, or a gas line, or who knows. So it's a holiday weekend this weekend, so obviously they're not going to work. So next week he's going to be coming out here getting these stumps ground, and then after they get ground, we're going to slick this place off, make it look good, have a yard, keep it mowed, having it pretty. It's going to be nice. So for you guys, it's going to be about 1 second or the snap of my fingers, but for me it's going to be about a week. So we'll see you guys in a week. Good morning. Guess what day it is? Hump day. No, it's actually stump grinding day. We got the stump grinder guys on his way now. We've got 20 stumps, 20 that we're going to get ground up today out here in the yard to kind of make the property look better. And we're going to take you guys along so you can watch. So let's go. Let's see some stumps get ground. All right, guys, we are done. All 20 stumps have been ground up. It took the guy about 5 hours or so. Some of the stumps were pretty big. Y'all seen in the videos, they were pretty massive. So it took him a little while to get the big ones done, and then some of the small ones didn't take him very long at all. But overall, very pleased with how it came out. It came out really nice. The stump grinding company that came out is Mid-South Stump Grinding out here in the greater Hattiesburg area. So if you got any stumps or anything like that you need to be ground up, hit them up. They did a great job. This is not a paid sponsorship or anything. I paid full price for this service. I just think he did a good job. He's super nice, super professional, and yeah, did a really good job. He also does offer a service where, like, the chippings and stuff that you saw on the ground in the videos, where he'll actually clean that up. I wasn't really worried about that because I'm actually going to use that to kind of spread out in some low places and things like that. So I told him just leave it there, don't worry about it. But that is a service they have as well. But overall, I'm very pleased. Let me show y'all kind of up close of what some of these areas look like. I mean, there's nothing left. It just looks like dirt. So here's one of the areas where this big old stump was. And now it just, just looks like dirt with a little bit of chips in it. As you can see, it's pretty much a lot of dirt, and it's got, some chips in it, but for the most part, it's all mulched up pretty good. Got a little bit of a pile right there. It's kind of a mixture, but I'm gonna use that and just kind of spread it out in low places, pack it down, that kind of thing. I'm sure where these stumps were, I'll have to mound it up just a little bit because I know as it settles, you don't want a low spot. Here's another spot right here. This is actually where there's 2 or 3 stumps were, right in front of the pond. Got all them ground up really well. And like I said, I'll probably end up mounding it up a little bit where they were, so when it settles, it'll be nice and smooth. And but yeah, they're ground up to nothing. I think he did a really good job. Made sure he got everything, roots and all. That's why it's such a big area. But yeah, really pleased the way it came out. As you can see, just a bunch of little chips now, and that's it. And the stumps, I told him he could just cut them and set them to the side because I'm gonna use a tractor, put them in the pile. But yeah, overall, I think it was a really good job. If you got any stumps you need ground in the greater Hattiesburg area, I'd hit him up. Mid-South Stump Grinding. But while I'm out here, might as well show you guys the rest of the property, what we've been doing. Y'all saw in my last video, got that mini excavator and did a lot of work. Got a lot done. Show y'all real quick what that looks like. Been kind of working on getting the areas all smoothed out and looking better. I'll kind of show y'all the 2 spots we worked on. So this is the area over here by the pond. Y'all see there's a swing right there, and there was that big pile of just stumps and everything. Got all that taken care of, got it all smoothed out, stumps and all gone. I've been working on dragging this and cleaning it, and I still got a couple of high spots I got to get knocked down. I've been using the land plane to get all that taken care of. Still got some sticks and stuff that we gotta keep dragging the area and picking up. You can see right here I got a little bit of a pile going where I've been collecting all that stuff, and then I'll pick it up. But overall, pretty happy with how this turned out over here. Turned out really nice. There was actually, I don't know if y'all have seen it in the background or some other videos, there was a tree, big old tree that was laying on the ground right there. Got it picked up, and actually right here where I'm standing, there was a tree about the same size as that tree, big old tree that was right here. Got it taken out, knocked down. Here's a hole from another tree that was growing beside that one we knocked down. And we're gonna keep some of these trees, but we're trying to thin them out so these other ones can bloom out and start growing better. So we got that taken care of. And there's 2 still here side by side, and I ran out of time, but eventually I would like to knock one of those down. So it's just one right there. And I'm probably going to end up taking that one down right there as well by the pond. I don't know yet. I didn't knock it down because I couldn't make my mind up, but I don't know. I may end up doing it. Who knows? But there was another tree that was same situation that was growing right beside it. And you can see the hole where we knocked it down right there. Where we knocked it down, pulled the stump and all up. But yeah, got this area looking pretty good. Still got to do some work to it. You can see right here on the pond edge, we got it all smoothed out, looking real good. So that's always nice. And we'll keep dragging it and running that land plane over it to really smooth it out. All right, on the other side of the property, kind of on the east side of the driveway, y'all saw us working on. That's where we ended up spending most of our time with the Mini X trying to clear, because all that over there was just woods. Never really been able to get in there, and you know, we want to make it nice and yard, and we thinned it out a pretty good bit. Let me show y'all what it looks like now. Now, you know, keep in mind, still got to do a lot of work over here. Got to still drag it, pick up limbs, get it smoothed off. Still got a lot of big pines that we got to drop and thin out. There was a lot more big, tall, mature trees in here than I thought. And we're going to keep some. We're going to keep some, but we want to thin it out so that it's nice and the trees can, you know, bush out or whatever you want to call it. But I'll show you guys what we got going on over here. First off, this pile is massive. This is the biggest pile we've ever had. I know the camera don't do it justice and makes everything look small, but it is ginormous. And this is after it's been burning for a while. I mean, you can see it's pretty much gone out now, but it's huge. And then here is that whole area. If y'all remember in the past videos, you've probably seen it was all woods. It has been completely cleared out. You can see all the way through it. And we went in here, knocked down all the small stuff, pulled the stumps up as well. Anything that was small trees, kind of like you see these little skinny trees right here. We pulled up as many of those as I could. And we still got a couple that we left that I'll probably have to come back and get at a later date. But all these little small trees like that were in here, pulled all those up, stumps and all. Tried to thin it out as much as I could with the time that I had and just left the big trees. And kind of what we got left with now, as you can see, it's just sticks laying everywhere, you know. And what we got to do is we got to just keep dragging it. I've got a forestry rake and a land plane I've been dragging, and you know, just got to pick up all this stuff. You can see over here where it's kind of a tighter area. I haven't been able to get in here very well just yet, but all this dirt that's kind of been turned up by here by the road, it's kind of rough, but I got to rake all this up, get it smooth back off, fill in holes. There's a big hole right there where we pulled a tree out. See, it's just kind of sticks and stuff laying everywhere. But this is what it looks like from the road looking back. You can see that's where I've been dragging. You can see I got that kind of smooth over there. And so it looks pretty good. It looks a lot better than it used to. It's actually, you know, you can actually see the yard come into shape. You know, it's going from just a whole bunch of woods to actually, you know, some yard space. And which is what we want. You know, we've been going back and forth and debating on, do we keep some areas nothing but woods? Do we clean it all and make it a yard? And we've decided, look, out of all the properties we've owned, we've always wanted more yard. We want to have plenty of room for our kids to grow and play and You know, if they have friends over, their friends can come over and play. They want to get go-karts, which they have go-karts, but now they have more places to ride the go-kart. And just, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, look, if we're being honest here, you know, Daddy's got to have his spot too, you know. So I'm hoping one of these cleared areas is going to be my shop area, you know what I mean? And so, you know, that's kind of the stuff that we're thinking about in the future. And, you know, we're garden people. We want a garden spot. We want a spot where we can have a dedicated garden. If we want to grow some fruit trees, we can grow fruit trees, you know, that kind of stuff. So that's why we decided to go ahead and clear this land, you know, so we can have room for all that. You know, this is our forever spot. This is it. This is it. I may be getting rid of these ducks. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not getting rid of the ducks, but they just make a lot of noise, but it's okay. So you guys may be hearing a lot of ducks in the background in the videos. I'm sorry. It is what it is, but they're cute as can be. Look at them. They just follow me around. They just follow me around. Just, hey, Dad, what's going on? Just letting you know I'm here. And trust me, we know they're there. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. Look, we're gonna keep moving along. We're gonna keep moving along. We're gonna keep making updates and things of that to the property and bringing you guys along. But I appreciate everybody's support, and we're gonna keep doing these updates. I think we're gonna call it here. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you next time.